Hi there, I'm Ashley Curello, sharing my heart, music, and home. And today I want to share a little bit with you of why I'm teaching my kids hymns and then just some practical ideas for teaching your kids hymns. And lest you think my house is perfect, this is what it looks like underneath of my piano bench right now. It is currently a garage, complete with a Lincoln log homestead. You might be thinking, Ashley, why in the world are you bothering to teach your young children hymns? Isn't that old-fashioned? Isn't that really difficult? And something I've learned in my motherhood journey is that children never cease to amaze me. Their minds are little sponges and they soak up so much information, and they are capable of so much more than I often give them. So even little children are capable of catching snippets of tunes and snippets of hymns. So you might be wondering, why exactly am I teaching my children hymns? First, I want my children to make a connection between what we are learning at church and with what my husband and I are trying to teach them at home. So I want them to realize that the truths and the songs and the message of the songs that they're learning at church is the same truth that we're trying to teach them at home as well. Another reason I'm teaching my children hymns, I want my children to know the hymns of the faith that have guided generations of believers into living for the Lord. In my children's darkest hours, I want them to remember Scripture, and I also want them to remember the hymns that have encouraged many a believer's heart. When they're discouraged, I want them to know that there is hope. When they feel like they haven't a friend in the world, I want them to know what a friend we have in Jesus. So now I'm going to share with you 4 simple tips about picking hymns to teach young children. And then with each of those tips, I'm going to share one hymn that I've actually worked on teaching my children. Do my children have every stanza of these hymns memorized? No. I don't even remember all the words. I'm terrible at memory. I've spent so many years playing the piano that sometimes I don't always remember the words of the hymns. But my children at least recognize these hymns, and when we sing them at church, they often can join in on the chorus at least. So first of all, I would recommend picking hymns with simple note patterns. Something like Nothing But the Blood is actually based off of 5 notes. So you have what? And then it goes into the chorus and it uses those same 5 notes. Another really simple and easy tip is pick hymns that have a chorus, which I know seems like a no-brainer, but choruses are often repetitive, and so the hymn that I picked to share with you is Standing on the Promises. And this is also a fun one because kids love to act things out. And so when we sing this one, my kids love to stand up. It's just fun, Standing on the Promises. Another easy tip for picking hymns, I would recommend picking hymns that have repetition in the words. A very easy hymn to teach children is a hymn called Near to the Heart of God. What's wonderful about this hymn is that at the end of each line, it ends with Near to the Heart of God. And then even in the chorus at the very end, it says, Near to the Heart of God. So if children can remember that simple phrase, they've mastered much of the hymn. There is a place of quiet rest, near to the heart of God, a place where sin cannot distress, near to the heart of God. O Jesus, blessed Redeemer, sent from the heart of God, hold us who wait before thee, near to the heart of God. And my final tip is I would pick hymns with understandable themes, such as salvation or trusting the Lord. And the song that I've picked to share with you today is 'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know, thus saith the Lord. And this is a wonderful hymn to help children realize their need for salvation, but then also help them realize that they can trust Jesus all throughout their lives. So I hope you have enjoyed this rather impromptu, informal little video. You got to see a little glimpse of real life around my piano. It's a disaster. So I hope you are inspired to keep teaching your kids hymns if that's something you're already doing, or if you're not, jump in and try one of these hymns that I've suggested. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for watching.